Good evening and welcome. Over the last 3 days, Times Now has brought you piece by piece Operation Sheeshmahal. We showed you the curtains, we showed you the carpets, we showed you the toilet fittings, but despite that, Arvind Kejriwal's Aam Aadmi Party has decided to draw the curtains over many questions that have arisen after our repeated exposés. Arvind Kejriwal has been able to build this Sheeshmahal for himself without word getting out. Our reporters are barred from getting close to the CM, his house, or anyone of any consequence in the Aam Aadmi Party. The reason is that there are several inexplicable contradictions that the Aam Aadmi Party will find very hard to explain. And today we are going to get you those contradictions as part of Operation Sheeshmahal Part 3. The first contradiction is about the nature of work being carried out on the Chief Minister's residential premises. Before we get you this fresh set of documents to underline the contradictions and perhaps the outright obfuscations that were done officially to keep you, the taxpayer, in the dark, let me remind you of how the Aam Aadmi Party has told us repeatedly that a new residence, not a renovation, a new residence had to be constructed because the one in which Mr. Kejriwal was living was practically falling apart. First, listen in to what the Aam Aadmi Party's defense was on day one when we came out with Operation Sheeshmahal, and then the story will unravel further.
मुख्यमंत्री के घर में 3 घटना हुई। 80 साल उनका पुराना घर था, पीडब्ल्यूडी विभाग ने उसको तोड़ के बनाया। 30 करोड़ की लागत में वो घर बना।
जिस घर की आज आप बात कर रहे हैं, जिस पर इतना बवाल बनाने का प्रयास किया जा रहा है विपक्ष के द्वारा भी, मैं उस पर आपको बता दूं कि अरविंद केजरीवाल जी इस घर में जब रहते थे, वो घर 1942 का बना हुआ था। लगभग 75 साल से भी ज्यादा पुराना, 80 साल पुराना मकान था। इस मकान को तोड़ के नया बनाया जाए, तब दिल्ली सरकार के पीडब्ल्यूडी ने तोड़ के मकान को नया बनाया।
1945 का बना हुआ मकान, तो उसको तोड़ के नया बनाने की जरूरत थी। Translated into English, because this house is made in 1947, there was a need to break it down and rebuild it entirely. But was this really the scope of work that had been green lighted? Let's actually take you through the notice inviting tender. This is the notice inviting tender, and here let's point out to you the language that has been used. The name of work very clearly says the name of work is addition, alteration in residence of Honorable Chief Minister at 6 Flagstaff Road, Civil Lines, Delhi during 2021. Providing additional accommodation, civil and electrical works. I repeat, it says notice inviting tender is for addition and alteration in residence of Honorable Chief Minister. So how was this addition and alteration turned into a new construction? Who ordered this change in the scope of work, and what permissions were taken? Why was the nature of this work changed suddenly? That is the big breaking that we have at this point. The first big breaking as part of Operation Sheeshmahal is that initially the tendering was done clearly for addition and alteration, but subsequently what was done is a breaking down and rebuilding. Now let's get you the second contradiction. Remember that the house is covered in imported marble. Many people have actually called us up, written to us and saying, and the most frequently asked question over the last 2 days has been, ye Dior Pearl marble hota kya hai? Most people have no idea what this Dior Pearl marble is, that in totality costs 3.33 crore rupees, including the polishing cost. But the work order with Times Now, and this is where we had pointed out the kind of marble that was used, pictures that were available from inside the Chief Minister's residence. You can see the marble, the Dior pearl marble that was put inside Mr. Kejriwal. This is not a representative image. This is an actual picture from a few days ago when Nitish Kumar had come to meet Mr. Kejriwal, Raghav Chadda, Sanjay Singh also present. And here you can see, by the way, not just the marble, but you can also see perhaps one of those rich hand-tufted wool carpets. But this, viewers, is the Dior marble. Was this the one that was supposed to be ordered? The work order with Times Now suggests that as per the direction of the chief engineer in charge, there was quite another kind of marble which was cleared for use. Now, what was that marble? A lot of people have wondered, because in most houses, actually some very nice houses, Makrana marble. Most people don't even get to the point of using marble. They use marble finish wali tiles, which are way cheaper. So when you want to do a nice floor, you use marble finish tiles. When you do use marble for your house, you will go for Makrana marble. It comes from Rajasthan. It's actually very good. And that's the reason why here it was said that Makrana white marble should not be less than 700 rupees per square feet as verified and approved by the engineer in charge. Here it says, as verified and approved by the engineer in charge, Makrana white marble should not be less than 700 per square feet. What was eventually per square meter, pardon me, not per square feet. It was eventually per square meter. It says over here 750 rupees per square meter, which means that if this Makrana marble had been used, the overall costing would have been about 82,14,450. Keep this figure in mind. This is the operative figure. Had this Makrana been used as was cleared by the engineer in chief, the costing would have been a pretty reasonable, not frugal, but still pretty reasonable, because we've been saying this over the last 3 days. Nobody wants the chief minister to live in penury. Nobody wants the chief minister's security or comfort to be compromised. But there's a huge gap between comfort and splurging. अगर आपको 42 लाख में मार्बल मिल रहा था, जो कि क्लियर हो गया था, then 3.33 crores? Can you imagine the splurge? It was advised that please use 82 lakh rupees worth of marble for doing up your house. But somebody clearly wasn't very happy. They said, why? When we can get 3.33 crores worth of marble, when we can get it cleared, then why not? And that's the question, why much cheaper than Dior marble if that marble was cleared, and it was the advice given by the engineer in charge, who gave the clearance to go ahead with a much more expensive Vietnamese marble, which is called the Dior pearl marble. We have caught up, in fact, with the marble supplier, and this is Times Now's exclusive number 3. We actually went and caught up with the marble supplier to try and solve the riddle of the pearl marble and why it was chosen, what is so special, who decided to go ahead with this kind of luxury purchase. Listen in as Times Now tracks the marble man.
सुनीता केजरीवाल जी आई थी और उनके साथ में शायद कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्टर भी थे, तो उन्होंने आके पहले पसंद किया मंदिर और उसमें कुछ उन्होंने एडिशन ऑल्ट्रेशन का बताया और उनकी जो रिक्वायरमेंट थी उसके हिसाब से मंदिर बनाया गया था और भेजा गया था।
तो ये कब की बात है सर?
ये करीब साल सवा साल पहले की बात है।
साल सवा साल पहले की बात है। तो वो मंदिर क्या इसी तरीके का था वो?
हाँ जी तकरीबन इसी टाइप का था और वो उनके साइज के अकॉर्डिंग ही बनाया गया था और जैसा जैसा उन्होंने बताया था कि कितनी हाइट चाहिए और वो सब उसी हिसाब से बनाया गया था।
अच्छा, तो सर ये जो मंदिर जो है, ये मंदिर इसकी क्या कीमत है इसकी? जो मतलब वो किस कीमत पे वो मंदिर ले गए थे?
कीमत तकरीबन अभी वैसे एग्जैक्ट तो याद नहीं आ रहा मुझे, बाकी ये जैसे पर्टिकुलर ये मंदिर है करीब 1 लाख के आसपास का है।
ऑन साइट आप भी गए थे वहां पे देखने के लिए?
हम 2 बार ही गए हैं वहाँ पे।
तो वहां पे सर जब आप पहुंचे तो किस तरह का वो दिख रहा था वहां पे? क्योंकि तो आप तो लास्ट समय ही गए होंगे जब वहां पे वो चीजें जब फिनिशिंग के मोड में थी, तो क्या कुछ चीजें आपको वहां पे दिखी थी?
नहीं, हमने तो देखा तो वहाँ पे ऐसा लग रहा था जैसे जमीन से ही सारा काम शुरू हुआ है और काफ़ी लार्ज स्केल पे काम हो रहा था और सारा स्ट्रक्चर भी, मार्बल का काम भी, वुड वर्क भी, एल्युमिनियम का काम भी, काम चल रहे थे उस टाइम। तो फिनिशिंग का काम चल रहा था।
लग रहा था कि किसी भव्य काम की तैयारी चल रही है।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
वो भव्यता महसूस हो रही थी आपको?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, बिल्कुल सर।
तो क्या सर मन में कहीं ये ख्याल आया कि आम आदमी की बात करने वाले एक सीएम के घर पे इतनी खास तरह की चीजें कैसे हो रही है?
हाँ, कुछ ऐसा लगता तो था, लेकिन फिर ये था कि भी मतलब जैसे प्रधानमंत्री निवास होता है वैसे ही राजनिवास है, ये भी तो राजनिवास के हिसाब से काम हो रहा है, और ये भी एक इम्पोर्टेंट बिल्डिंग है, उसी हिसाब से काम हो रहा था।
तो सर अगर हमारे दर्शकों को अगर आप आंकड़ों के अनुसार बताना चाहें तो अंदाजन कितने पैसे लगे होंगे आपके यहाँ से जो उन्होंने शॉपिंग करी है, चाहे वो मंदिर की हो चाहे फिर वो मार्बल्स के जाली की हो? अंदाजन
हमारे यहाँ से तो टोटल 8 से 10 लाख रुपए के आसपास का अंदाजा मेरे को लगता है साहब।
8 से 10 लाख रुपए का उन्होंने आपके
आइडिया लगता है, बाकी एग्जैक्ट मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा अभी।
So here is how things stand. इसने क्लियर किया, the marble supplier says that contractor के साथ सुनीता केजरीवाल जी आई थी. That's what the marble supplier says. Who decided to go ahead with the Dior pearl marble? We are still waiting. We're still giving the benefit of doubt and not saying who decided, who wanted that kind of expensive marble. Again, to drive home to you the difference in costing, take a look here again at this document that says very clearly that the basic rate of Makrana white marble should not be less than 700 rupees per square meter, as verified and approved by the engineer in charge. The total costing for that here is about 82 lakhs 14,450 rupees. Now, to put it in sharp contrast, let's show you the Dior marble costing. That amazing marble, which comes, by the way, at a rate of 11,510 per square meter. 750 rupees per square meter, 11,510 per square meter. My math is not that great, but I am guessing this is a little over 10 times what was actually cleared, because 750 per square meter, 10 times would be 7,500 per square meter. This eventually what was bought, the Dior marble, is for 11,510 square meter, and that is not the only thing, because to polish this exorbitant marble also cost quite a bit, which meant that eventually we ended up paying, and I'm saying we, because all of this obviously went from government funds, which is a euphemism for the taxpayers' money. You ended up paying 3.33 crore rupees for this marble. Let me take this across, in fact, to our guests now. Guru Prakash, national spokesperson of BJP, R. Rajgopalan, senior journalist Shubhankar Bhattacharya, and Huda Zariwala, both political analysts. What do you make of this, Shubhankar Bhattacharya, when the engineer is saying 750 rupees per square meter worth of Makrana marble will be good enough? Then 11,000 rupees worth of Dior marble. Why? Not liking Make in India?
See, I don't know what marble is being used, and I'm just...
I'm telling you, Dior marble is being used when Makrana marble was advised.
I am listening to the entire news and everything up there, but the thing is, I think the Delhi, which houses a very expensive BJP office, should also have an equivalently, I think, valued of, CM, if a CM, this thing house is built, that is not a house of Arvind Kejriwal all alone.
That is true, sir. Nobody is saying कि आप मिट्टी के घर में रहिए, आप मार्बल लगाइए, पर आप मकराना का लगा लीजिए. मकराना का मार्बल मंदिरों में भी लगता है, बहुत अच्छा मार्बल होता है. I have seen it only in other people's houses and in temples, etc. Nobody is saying कि आप मतलब दो ईंटें डाल करके रह लो उसमें.
When the media is so excited about projecting how much that is, so be actually fair enough to say how much, why should a 700 crore rupees BJP officers also there in Delhi itself? Secondly, you never asked the question about how did BJP manage to get 2 acres of land for just 2 crore rupees? For just 2 crore rupees in Delhi. How was that possible? How is that possible?
Okay. Are you using taxpayers' money for 200 crore rupees worth of your new offices in Pandit Deel Dayal Upadhyay Marg? Guru Prakash? I didn't hear you being very excited about that. Even that office is very swanky. If you can have a swanky office, why can't Kejriwal ji have a nice house?
Padmaja ji, a very warm good evening to you and my fellow panelists. Padmaja, we have to understand this, that this is clearly the hypocrisy and the most historical hypocrisy of the 21st century. Promises of austerity was made. मुझे सीएम बना दो, मैं सिक्योरिटी नहीं लूंगा, मैं वैगन आर पे चलूंगा, मैं 4 कमरे के फ्लैट में रहूंगा. 45 crore rupees of Indian taxpayer money was spent on renovation alone. घर के रेनोवेशन के लिए आपके पास पैसे हैं. दिल्ली के सफाई कर्मचारियों को वेतन देने के लिए आपके पास पैसे नहीं हैं. पंजाब में दलित छात्रों को स्कॉलरशिप देने के लिए आपके पास पैसे नहीं हैं. पंजाब में सरकारी कर्मचारियों को वेतन देने के लिए आपके पास पैसे नहीं है. बट यू हैव 45 crore rupees to spend on your palatial house. You have to do the explanation. अन्ना हजारे के साथ खड़े होते थे और वादा करते थे, हम सादगी की राजनीति करने आए हैं. We are here to do new politics. What is your contour of new politics? What is your definition of new politics, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal? Please explain to the people of Delhi. Please explain to the people of India.
No, make a large point, Mr. Bhattacharya. Make a large point.
Padmaja, I did not speak when he was speaking.
Let me.
Okay, just a second, Guru Prakash. Just quick rebuttal from Mr. Bhattacharya, then I'll come back.
I'll let you speak, sir.
Yes, Mr. Guru Prakash,
Please
so
go
much about the opposition parties and everything. Please do make it clear, when did you get 700 crores just immediately after Notbandi was there, and immediately you had come up with 700 crores worth office in Delhi. Whose money was that? When did you get 700 crores? Be fair enough to say, and that also from a Prime Minister who used to say, मैं तो फकीर हूँ, झोला उठा मैं चल दूंगा.
बताइए 700 crores का ऑफिस. Guru Prakash, answer specifically on your office.
Padmaja, thank you so much. I was patiently listening to that man. He interfered. I gave him that space. So please give me some time to complete my point. 45 crore rupees. 45 crore rupees, and at the same time, when Safai Karmcharis of Delhi are doing hartal outside your residence, you have no money for them. You have no money for Dalit students in Punjab who are struggling for scholarship. You have no money for Sarkari Karamchari in Punjab who are struggling. Two very pointed questions to my friend from the Aam Aadmi Party. During the Commonwealth Games, you said कि ये 8,000 रुपए की कुर्सी खरीदी गई है जिसके दाम 200 रुपए हैं. 40 times you spent on a chair. But same Aam Aadmi Party Supremo, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal's house, you are buying 20 lakh rupees per carpet, which is costing 2,000 rupees in the market. 1,000 times. What is your explanation for it? You have to do the explanation. Second point, what was your consultant who was paid in tunes of 1 crore rupees? Why did you pay this consultant? Who was your consultant? I just want you to make this clear to the people of India. I sincerely request, ये कौन consultant है जिसको 1 crore रुपए दिया गया था? वो कौन consultant है who ensured that the amount is not crossing 10 crore so that the file doesn't reaches the LG office? Who was it who precisely planned it कि 10 crore के आगे जाएंगे तो लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर के ऑफिस में जाएगा तो 10 crore के अंदर रखना है? दो साधारण से सवाल मैं पूछना चाहता हूं. I want to ask two brief questions from the spokesperson of Aam Aadmi Party. Who was the consultant and why was the expenditure restricted to less than 10 CR? Please explain.
We are not even getting the basic answers about the carpets, curtains, commodes, water heating system. Now we talked about the pillars, we talked about the sliding doors. Each one of them is premium. Each one of them is quite luxurious. But Mr. Rajopalan, would you like to answer that question? Because Aam Aadmi Party keeps saying this. BJP has such a spanking new office. They don't find anything problematic in it. Why do they have a problem if Mr. Kejriwal spends 88 lakhs on a pillar? Or if he spends 10,000 rupees per square meter for some marble?
Padmaja, as a newsman, I will repeat, I repeated you last time, 4 days you have been inviting me as a guest, 4 days. I am congratulating you for day by day you are bringing out new stories. Your team should be congratulated for the first time. Second thing, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal gave an affidavit, 100 rupee note affidavit before Supreme Court and said that he will travel by a ordinary car. He will not use a bungalow. Like that, 7 conditions he has put and given an affidavit. Where is that affidavit now? And second thing, Aam Aadmi Party has become a Videsh party. I can illustrate 2 important things. One, Vietnam ties to chhod dena. Whenever they give advertisement, they give advertisement in New York Times about India's education policy. Whether Mr. Guru Prakash was just telling Dalit boys in Punjab could not get money, but these people give advertisement in New York Times. Second thing, teachers will be sent to Finland and Vietnam ties and what not. At least 18 times in 9 years, the ministers have gone to foreign countries. ये विदेश आदमी है, ये आम आदमी है ये. Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, your double speak and your real color has come out.
Okay, let's not go down the rabbit hole of Videsh Yatra because Videsh Yatra, then they will say कि आपके भी मंत्री जाते हैं विदेश यात्रा पे, प्रधानमंत्री भी जाते हैं. But I again,
for everything they have an answer. For everything they have an answer. Suppose if you accuse them, they will say we are giving advertisement to Times of India 100 crores and you can't put a teacher against us. Please don't do that. Because
but I again want to come back to the moot point. Mr. Bhattacharya, every time that we've asked this question, we've been told, but वो भी तो वो करता है, वो भी तो वो करता है, वो भी तो वो करता है. I have a simple question. When the recommendation was use 750 rupees worth of marble, then why did you use 10,000 rupees worth of marble? When you could have done this job in 82 lakhs, why did you spend 3 crores? 82 lakhs, 3 crores. I'm not even saying use 8 lakhs, I'm saying use 82 lakhs. But why did you inflate it to 3 crores? Please answer this question. One question I've been asking.
There is a big corruption.
Can I answer now?
Yes, please.
There is a big corruption here. There is
Okay.
corruption.
Padmaja, see, first of all, I'm not an official spokesperson for Aam Aadmi Party.
So when you have
But
to
yes,
answer direct questions, then suddenly everyone backtracks. Answer as a citizen, as a taxpayer, what do you make of the Aam Aadmi Party spending 3 crores where 82 lakhs would be sufficient? I use 3 crores where 82 lakhs are sufficient. Answer my simple question as a taxpayer.
Padmaja, I am not a BJP spokesperson who clearly got rid of that answering that how come they rose 700 crores for BJP office. Where did they get a 2 acres of land for 2 crore rupees? He didn't mention a single point about it. He didn't answer anything about it.
I think from the trajectory of the last 20 minutes, it's become quite clear that you are not going to get any straight answer. However many direct questions you keep asking. We're asking direct questions. Please put carpets. But there are carpets available for 50,000 also, 5,000 also. Why use 3 lakh rupee carpets? Please use marble. But when you can get it for 82 lakhs, why spend 3 crores? Please put doors. But if you can get them for 2,000 rupees, why use doors worth several lakhs? That is what is being questioned. I'm going to leave it at that. And like I said, this is part 3. Through the evening today and tomorrow, we will get you much more because this is still the tip of the iceberg. Taking a very quick break.